My fellow Rome 2 players, Jonathan here. Today I'm gonna talk about missiles again. This time including horse archers, horse skirmishers and close range skirmishers or javelin men, what you wanna call them. First of all, since my last video you probably noticed that skirmishers have been changed up to the point of being ridiculous now. First up, we have auxiliary Syrian archers. Before the patch, I think they had 5 armor piercing and 20 base damage or something like that. Right now, they have 27 base damage only. And there is no ability here, as far as I know, that increases this. This might do it, but I'm not sure if it actually improves the AP. I wouldn't expect it to, but anyways. They are now pretty much useless. They get outbeat in everything but armor. Everything. And the armor difference is only 30. Which might mean something if you're in the open and these guys are in the forest, then this guy is probably a bit harder to kill with auxiliary billiard slingers, but it's so little that I would never doubt that these guys would win every single encounter. The only bonus you have with these are really flaming shots, which can get elephants to run amok. Whistling shot somewhat useful, but it doesn't do a whole lot of things. So next units, we have levies and velites. Levies, pretty crappy unit, low morale, 2 armor piercing and 24 base damage, which is weird. I'm not an ancient historian, but I would believe that getting hurled a 2 kilo javelin in your face is more deadly than getting some small lead bullet into your head. Or into your shield. I mean, I just don't really understand this. The Velite is slightly better, but not near anything good. They have 4 armor piercing and 29 base damage. So Velites, they are really good if your opponent brings shitty infantry which has no ammo. Which will basically, in the Roman slot, mean gladiators, villages, and yeah, I think that about does it for them. Yeah, I think most Roman infantry is actually better than that. So with Rome missiles, you wanna go with auxiliary billiard slingers. I valid it for some jobs against some players in some situations, maybe. Auxiliary Syrian archers and levies, not really worth it unless you're having a very specific job for them. Then we have auxiliary Numidian carry. They have 33 damage, 4 armor piercing, so they are already as good as Velites damage. More shot per minute, more health, more base morale, and slightly better melee statistic. And they can shoot while moving, resistant to fatigue. They have flaming arrows too, or javelins, and they're resistant to heat. So they are really useful unit. A bit overpriced. I can just show you what a good unit is. It would be these guys. Horse skirmishers, 390. The other cost 500. 40 missile damage, 34 to base damage, and 6 to armor pierce. So they outbeat them in the missile compartment. Sure, they have slightly lower melee stats, but it's not anything great. Yeah, there's really no benefit as I see it. Besides maybe morale to bringing Numidians forward for horse skirmishers. I don't really know what else to say about these. Seleucid, they have okay slingers, okay javelin men, archers, as I told you before. Stay away from them, they are not worth it. And then we have Macedon. Macedon I take because they have all the three of the best of their unit type in missiles. But let's go over the missile carry first, shall we? They have diamond formation on 2 of the carry units. I don't understand. Maybe this unit because I kinda feel like this is your light cavalry with skirmish mode on, but you have Savrisa cavalry which is cheaper. And I'm not sure if the 200 cost is worth it just for some flaming javelins. But then again, you never know. You never know. Then they have Merchant Thracian cavalry, which again, they have flaming arrows. And yeah, they are a decent unit, though again they are outbeaten by horse skirmishers. Yeah, so again, decent attempt, doesn't really fit a role. Skirmish cavalry, they cost 10 less than the other unit, the horse skirmisher. And they have crappy statistic, they only have 2 armor pierce and 24 damage. Less shot per minute. Less melee stats. I think the only thing that is really going in these guys' favor is they have 5 more base morale. That's not gonna make any difference at all. But let's return to the foot skirmishers. So, Agrarian Sword X-Men. I would really like if CA did something about increasing these guys' potential armor piercing. Maybe increase their cost a bit. Actually, don't increase their cost, they are really crappy right now. But I'm also kinda confused. If it's an extra bit, why do they have flaming shot? I don't really get this unit. It's kind of a joke. They have what appears to be better morale than the other thing, but they have worse. What do they actually have worse than? They have worse ammo than these guys, but better melee skills. So yeah, I guess these guys are actually somewhat worth compared to the others. But anyways, let's jump on to the next units. Mercenary Thracian Peltast. 40 missile damage. Again, it's 34 split by 6. Then we have shots per minute 9. Base morale 45. Armor is kinda shit. That's probably the drawback. But the way you are going to use these are anyways having your 2 slingers here, just duking it out with the enemy slingers. Then with those guys are dead, you come in with these and then just shock ram the enemy infantry, forcing them either to really give up or engage. These guys can get hundreds of kills. Well, they can at least get 100+ kills if used just somewhat useful. Merchant and Rhodian Slingers. These guys are awesome. They are around the same statistic as the Balearic Slingers. I think they have slightly higher morale. But yet again, they cost a bit more. But overall, it's pretty much the same units in every single category. Merchant Creature Archer. They have less armor, but more morale than their Roman counterpart. This really makes you to wonder, why would you bring these? They cost more or less 70 more. 70 more for a Merchant Creature Archer. Merchant Creature Archer, sorry. And you only get morale, but you lose armor for it. And as I already said, the other archer really isn't worth it. So why would you bring these? There's no reason. They suck. So yeah. By the way, Scorpion units, at least the movable part, I would actually think about using them, because they have quite a good armor pierce. They have 70 armor pierce. They are gonna kill pretty much every single unit short of an elephant or a chariot in one shot. Yes, they might not have the same statistic, they might not be as many men, but they still have 100 rounds, and they can kill multiple men per round, so I don't really see a reason why not to bring a couple of these. And they can move, so. But anyways, let's move on to the horse archer spammers. I just took the Massacre A because they are the most horse archer heavy of them all. Out of these cavalry unit, I would say use this, and maybe one or two of these per army. I really wouldn't recommend people to spam these. I've seen people just bring like 6 of these and then just 6 of these. And then maybe bring one of these and then upgrade that. Well, you can't even upgrade it, so what's worth? So, is this a good way to play them? No. I mean, yes, you have a lot of armor, you have a decent melee proportion, but you have so little ammo. If you did it like, let's say, this and then a few of these guys, and then this and then... And this is not an army I've made beforehand, it's just a random improvised army. Then you right suddenly got 2 extra units of it, and it's the same damage, it's the same accuracy, it's just less armor and morale. So yeah, why not? And you also got more shock carry out of this, so this army is just, in my eyes, superior in every single way. It might have a problem if it's cavalry nation against cavalry nation, but against most infantry spams, this is better. But anyways, they all have armor pierce or heavy shot, which increase damage to give you 8 more armor piercing. It reduces accuracy and it reduces range, so you will actually come within peltast range if you're not careful microing them. I would first use heavy shots myself whenever I've killed the enemy skirmishers, then move in and then just hammer them with heavy shots. They have all Cantabrian Circle, which is a really cool feature in skirmishites, though I don't really know if it works. Then they have Parthian Shot, Fire whilst moving, Resistant to cold, and Heat resistant, or Fatigue resistant, sorry. And it goes across that with all of them. There is, as I told you before, there is no real reason to bring these guys over these guys. They have 5 extra armor. Is that really worth 120 more? Yes, they also have extra health and base morale, but 110 more for slightly better melee stats that these units aren't really designed for anyways. I just don't think it's worth it. And again, I don't think that it's worth it to spend so much into this unit when you can get 2 of these and have more ammo. This will all come down to micro. This will be having the normal shots run around, but if it stops, these will just come in with heavy shots and massacre this unit. I'm pretty sure of that, because there's not really any difference. But anyways, that's it for now, so hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you next time.